Welcome to Sunrise, first light for what's next on B2B revenue teams. Lots to cover today, so let's dive in. Today, we're jumping into something pretty critical. Discipline in outreach. Inspired by, well, maybe an unexpected source for some.
Yeah, Nick Saban. You know him now from TV commercials, maybe. But before that, arguably the greatest college football coach ever.
Absolutely. 7 national championships, nearly 300 wins, built a true dynasty at Alabama.
And his whole philosophy, the bedrock of that success, was something he called the process.
Right. It wasn't about hype or just raw talent. It was pure discipline. Saban used to say, discipline is doing what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it the way it's supposed to be done.
Exactly. He obsessed over the inputs, not the final score.
Yeah.
Master the little things, the drills, the plays, and the scoreboard takes care of itself.
And that mindset, that's precisely what separates, average sales reps from the truly confident closers today.
It really is. Let's break down maybe the 3 core tenets of the process and why they hit home for sales. First, Saban always said, focus on the next rep.
Don't obsess over the closed, won, or lost deal, right?
Yeah.
Focus on this email, this call, this LinkedIn message you're about to send.
Precisely. He'd say, don't think about winning the SEC championship. Think about what you need to do in this drill, on this play, in this moment. Same thing applies to outreach. Nail the current touch point.
Okay, second tenet.
Consistency over intensity. Anyone can have a great day, a great call. But the pros, they're great on purpose, consistently.
Back to that quote. Discipline is doing what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it. It's about the routine, not just the heroic effort.
And the third one, trust the system. Saban believed you don't rise to the occasion, you fall to your level of preparation. Build a strong system, and success becomes, well, almost predictable.
If you do your job and you trust the process, the outcome will take care of itself.
Love that. Okay, so let's pivot. How does this apply to why so much sales outreach fails?
Well, here's the brutal truth, and it ties right back into consistency. Get this, 50% of reps give up after just one touch. That's wow.
Exactly. See the disconnect. Most reps aren't losing because they got a no. They're losing because they quit way too early. They abandon the process.
And it gets worse, doesn't it? Especially if you only use one channel.
Oh, massively worse. Inside sales data shows email-only outreach has like a 10% success rate. Maybe.
10%, that's not great odds.
Not at all. But look what happens when you layer channels. Add LinkedIn or phone calls. 2 channels you jump to around 23%. Add a third, maybe SMS. You're hitting 25% or potentially higher.
So just by adding channels and sticking with it, you get like a 2.5x increase in conversions.
That's the power of a system. It's moving away from just random activity. If you're not layering outreach, you're just leaving pipeline on the table. It's that simple.
Okay, so we need a system. We need the process. What does that confident outreach system actually look like in practice?
It breaks down into about 5 key parts. First, prioritize the right accounts. Go where you're most likely to win. Second, target the key personas. Budget holders, influencers, sure, but also the potential blockers.
Right. Then you got to craft messages that are tailored.
Right.
Not generic spam.
Yes. Signal-based, value-packed messages, then design sequences that are multi-touch and multi-channel. No single email is going to cut it. And finally, execute consistently. Show up when the system says to.
And each channel has its own job, its own sort of context.
Totally. Email is efficient. Direct people are in work mode. LinkedIn is for building trust, visibility. Phone or SMS. That's for urgency, for breaking through the noise. A single message might get lost.
But seeing your name pop up in email, then on LinkedIn, then maybe a voicemail, that sticks.
Exactly. That's the system working. Which brings us to some specific outreach sequences that, actually work. These are proven systems.
Okay, let's hear some examples.
All right, first up, you've got something like the Tesla. Think simple, scalable, safe, good for large lists, early stage. It's your starter sequence.
Got it. What's next?
The double tap. Pretty straightforward. Adds LinkedIn to the email mix. Maybe 6 touches over 20 days. Great for industries where LinkedIn is active, like SaaS or tech. Boosts visibility and trust.
Okay, makes sense. Email plus social.
Then there's the human touch. This one starts with a really personalized opener, then uses automated follow-ups. Best of both worlds, really. You use this for your tier 1 prospects, the high-value targets.
Personalization that matters, not just fluff.
Right. Reference their posts, their role, real pain points. Then you have the precision engine. This is the full court press, email, LinkedIn, and phone. We're talking maybe 16 touches over 24 days.
Wow, okay, that sounds intense for complex, big deals.
Exactly. Enterprise plays where you need every channel firing. It's deliberate, high return.
And finally, you mentioned one called the Agile sequence. Sounds serious, like the Spartan training.
It is. It's bold, relentless, hyper-personalized, maybe 7 intense touches over 20 days. It mixes creativity with pressure and persistence. You use this for those really hard-to-crack buyers, the must-win accounts.
So it's about showing that prospect you absolutely will not quit until they win. It's pure discipline.
That's the essence of it.
Yeah.
It's applying the process with maximum intensity and focus.
This all feels like it points towards that idea of the GTM engineer we hear about, someone designing these systems.
Yeah, exactly. They're the system architects. They're moving beyond just writing emails. They craft the workflows, design the intent models, turn random outreach into these architected journeys. They scale the intentionality.
So wrapping this up, what's the main takeaway for everyone listening?
It's pretty clear. One-dimensional outreach is dead. If you're not layering touches, mixing channels, showing up with intention and persistence, you're already behind.
And remember, most replies, they happen after touch 8. If you're quitting after 1 or 2, you're violating Saban's process before you even start.
Pick a system, maybe 1 or 2 of these sequences. Run the play. Refine it. Repeat it. Trust that system.
Because, like Saban said, if you trust the process, the outcome will take care of itself. So here's the final thought. In 2025, your job isn't just demand generation, it's demand navigation. What system are you engineering to guide your pursuit?